Good morning, Nigerians, and welcome back to the Breakfast Show on Ombudsman Radio. My name is Joseph Thomas, and today we are turning our spotlights on the institution that quietly but powerfully shaped fairness and justice in Nigeria. That's no other commission than the Public Complaints Commission, the Nigerian Ombudsman. And under the leadership of the Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR, the Commission has seen a real transformation in just 1 year. And today we're going to join a special personality in the studio with us to unpack what we have today. And it's Mrs. Lola Aduba, a media analyst and a consultant, who will be here today to unpack all that we have for you today. Good morning, ma'am.
Good to be here again, Thomas.
It's good to see you,
and
ma'am.
It's a celebration day. It is the day where, of course, our Honourable Chief Commissioner, that's Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR. I remember, I was, of course, the presenter on that day at the National Assembly. It was a glorious day. Everybody was in attendance. Everyone was looking forward to it. So it's good to be here to, just think about those memories and bring it back today. Max it 1 year that he was inaugurated as the Honourable Chief Commissioner of the Public Complaints Commission.
All right, talking about his inauguration, that was on the 25th of September 2024. We're going to start from there. Let's begin with the structure. We hear that the Honourable Chief Commissioner, Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR, began by insisting on strict adherence to, standard operation procedures. How important is this reshaping the institution like the PCC? Talking about the standard processing or the standard operating procedures. How does this shape an institution like the Public Complaints Commission?
Even from the entrance, you can see that things have changed. When you come to the head office of the Public Complaints Commission, you notice that of course, people are wearing their ID cards now. And just before, you could walk into the Public Complaints Commission anyhow. You could, obviously it's open to the public, so they can still come in anyhow. But now if you realize now, we have people who are manning the place. The security are well trained. Everyone is well trained to make sure that, the right visitors are coming in. They have a reason for being here. And whether you're a complainant, and if you are, of course, maybe a staff of the commission, you have a reason why you are at any point in time, just it's no more business as usual. That's the truth.
Exactly. So the Public Complaints Commission, in fact, from the gate, you could see a whole lot of differences.
Changes, yes.
We have the security standby with the CCTV surveillance, and the security and structures became more disciplined. That improved relationship between staff and management paved the way for something I found interesting: the revision of staff conditions of service. What difference does this make? Talking about improved relationship between the staff and the management, because I've noticed that in just a year, there have been that gap between the management and the staff has been bridged, and we have a more synergy between the staff and the management. So what difference does this make to the Public Complaints Commission?
It makes a lot of difference because, as you know, the Public Complaints Commission about a year ago was under lockdown, by disgruntled staff, disgruntled unions who came up and said that, of course, there was they just wanted their voices to be heard, and so on and so forth. So what Honourable Abubakar, that's Bashir Abubakar MFR, has done is to bridge that gap. From what I see and from what we see all around us, is that he has a relationship with the unions. He calls them regularly. As you know, he's always mentioned the fact that he is operating an open door policy. Meanwhile, that means that obviously, if you have a concern, you can walk up to my door and just lay your concern or whatever it is that you have to say, and I would hear you. He's always maintained that from the first day, you understand? And another thing he's always maintained is the issue of transparency. He's a very honest man. He's a noble man. Honourable Bashir Abubakar is a very upright man, and I must also mention at this point that if you remember, he was also decorated by the former, of course, president, that's President Muhammadu Buhari, for his uprightness. So he has a history
The
of
presence.
no, the former.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
You're
the
right.
former,
Yes.
yeah, the former president of Nigeria. That's President Muhammadu Buhari. Of late now, unfortunately, may his soul rest in peace. So basically, you would know that the person who is in charge of the Public Complaints Commission now is a man of integrity, which he has said a countless number of times. And because of that, the industrial union, all the unions of the Public Complaints Commission had this relationship with him. They can walk up to him at any time and, of course, address whatever it is may be bothering them. And being a traditional holder himself, he's already used to solving issues, because to be a traditional holder and a traditional, holder, a title holder, you must be mediating in people's crises, people's concerns. So he already has the history of what he's doing presently. So I think it's helping him on the job to have a great relationship with staff of the commission.
Exactly. And talking about mediation between the publics and the management. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
this is Public Complaints Commission,
Yeah.
where they are the concerns of the public are
Yeah.
addressed, and
Mm-hmm.
the staff is
Mm-hmm.
a public on its own as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Honourable Chief Commissioner has done a lot of work to ensure that there is that synergy between the management and the staff. That we thank the Honorable Chief Commissioner for this. Now, this inclusivity came into play, expanding the management structure and moving towards green energy. And it sounds like sustainability, was factored into the vision. Now, the Honorable Chief Commissioner has the vision of ensuring that there is a sustainable green energy in the commission. What is your take on this?
The Honorable Chief Commissioner is a man of the moment. He's not someone that technology comes to and he's surprised. He's a man who's ready for anything. I've spoken to him. We've spoken to him several times, and we know that, he's a man that goes with vision. He's a man that goes with whatever is happening in today's world. Do you understand? He's not an archaic chief commissioner that you want to bring in green energy, you want to bring in sustainability, and he's not abreast of the situation. So basically, you would say that you are dealing with someone who is abreast of times, who knows what to do at every given point in time.
All right, I'd like to ask you this. In your stay with the commission, what is that? The chief commissioner is a man of vision.
Mm-hmm.
He has a whole lot of vision for the commission. What is that one thing that you so much appreciate about the chief commissioner? What is that one thing that he has done that you so much appreciate personally?
I don't want to talk personally, but I want to talk about a man. Well, if I was to take it personally, a man of integrity, as I said earlier, a man who has people at the back of his mind. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. He knows how to get it done. And for me, that is a leader. When you have a leader who has a vision, who knows what he wants, how to bring out the best in people. And severally, we've been in the company of the chief commissioner where he's telling you, oh yes, consultant as I am, the chief commissioner, you can do it like this. You can do, why not? So he pushes you. And I love that, because I love someone who has vision. And for me, is his vision. For me, is the purpose, having that purpose of wanting to actually impact another time out in the commission, bringing a new face to the commission. He's interfacing with, so many people, doing so many things. You see a lot of people coming here. We'll get to that shortly, of all the collaborations and everything that he's been able to do in the last 1 year. So it's a lot, so that's a man with a purpose. He's a man with a vision. He's a man that knows where he's going. He's a man that knows what he wants and how he wants to achieve it, so he can see. And for me, if you give me that any day, and that to me is ultimate respect.
The chief commissioner is always there to ensure that his vision is being carried out, not as a person,
but for the commission.
For the commission, and he carries the people that is under his leadership along. And one evidence of this is through staff training.
Yeah.
We've seen that the Honorable Chief Commissioner
has embarked
a lot. He has engaged in training staff on different areas, from technology to record keeping,
Mm-hmm.
and how to manage and effectively manage how to effectively manage complaints resolution from start to finish. And
Yes.
because of this training we've had,
Mm.
that the staff of PCC have had, we've seen that we've had lots of cases
Mm-hmm.
resolved.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
can you say about the number of cases that we have right now compared to before?
The number of cases have tremendously improved. But I must also mention that if the 36 commissioners of various states to have also contributed to the success of the newly invigorated PCC. Obviously, they are all gingered up because of the Honourable
Exactly.
Chief
That's why I
Commissioner.
said the
You
Honorable
know,
Chief Commissioner does he work with his
exactly,
team to ensure
exactly.
that the work
You
is
know,
done.
so because of that, you see everybody, I mean, this set of commissioners are just great. They're all performing, they're all doing great things. They are doing everything to make sure that the PCC is relevant in today's world. You know, the PCC has been there. We're going to celebrate 50 years very shortly. But if you find out today, the PCC is even more relevant. People are beginning to associate with the Public Complaints Commission. People are beginning to know what the Public Complaints Commission is about. You know what I mean? Before, the Public Complaints Commission was like a haze. It was like it's in a haze. You know, people could not really understand what is vision, what is mission, why they are even in existence. Yes, we know that they're for complaints, but are they really there for the people? But now, because of course, the chief commissioner's attitude to modernized equipment, modernized a modernized way of thinking and doing things, the commission is out there, and we are running with that vision.
Exactly. All right. So we've just talked about, the cases, the
Mhm,
how we've seen the number of
mhm,
cases
mhm,
improving as a
mhm.
result of a vibrant chief
Leadership.
commissioner. We have
Mhm.
we have numbers of cases
Yeah.
every day,
Mhm.
and in a short while we've been in just a year we've had so many number of cases that are
Mm.
resolved and some which are still yet to be resolved. And that
Mm.
shows that something is happening in the
Something is
commission.
happening at
You
the
talked about
commission.
visibility,
Mm.
that before now, the commission was not really visible,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
especially in the media, and some persons did
Mhm.
not know the mandates and the vision
Mm.
of the Public Complaints Commission.
Mm.
But with the help of the Honorable Chief Commissioner, Honorable Sheikh Abubakar MFR,
Mm.
we've seen that many persons
Mm.
can now tell what the PCC stands for
Mm.
and what it does.
Mm.
So it is no more a thing of it's just an office. No, it
Mhm.
is not just an office. The PCC is an office actively performing its duty as a commission.
Oh.
Now, we talked about visibility of the commission. Can you tell us how this has come into play with the help of interagency collaborations the
Mhm.
Honorable Chief Commissioner
Mm.
has brought?
Mm. Fantastic. So many people have come to associate with the Honorable Chief Commissioner, associate with his vision for the newly invigorated Public Complaints Commission. As you know, we've had so many people come to the commission just to, pay courtesy visits, pay homage. Some pay homage to the Chief Commissioner. We've had the ambassador of Burundi to Nigeria come to associate with the Chief Commissioner. You know what I mean? We've had, of course, the Senior Civil Servants Association of Nigeria also come into the commission to just say they see what the Honorable Chief Commissioner is doing. We've had, of course, the Honorable Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development come into the commission. Of course, his name is Yusuf Abdullahi. I must mention here that Yusuf Abdullahi used to be a commissioner of the Public Complaints Commission. He was, of course, inaugurated alongside the chief commissioner, but a few days later, he was taken from that position, commissioner, to become minister for state. So he also was at the commission to, pay a courtesy visit to the Honorable Chief Commissioner in respect of his leadership qualities. We've also had the Nigeria Civil Service Union come to visit the Chief Commissioner. We've had so many people,
Time will
National
not.
Assembly, House Committee on Public Petitions have come to identify with the Honorable Chief Commissioner. That's to
Exactly.
show we had the Petard, we had Sarah. So many people have come,
So time would not permit
yes,
us,
to
if not to
mention.
list the people
Yeah.
and bodies that have come to
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
collaborate with the Public Complaints Commission. But
Yes.
if you've been following us on our
Yeah.
platforms, you will see the activities and these collaborations in different videos and posts we've had on our social media platforms.
Yeah.
So you need to follow the activities of the Ombudsman Radio to know that, to be carried along and know the activities, what
Of
is
the
happening
Public
in the
Complaints
Public Complaints
Commission.
Commission. So in just a year of the Honourable Chief Commissioner, Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR, can you please tell us what he has done specifically in the commission in just 1 year of his service to the commission?
Wow. Where do you start from? A man of such exceptional talent. He's tried to touch everywhere, from training of staff to audit. He performed an audit for the commission. And of course, we've had infrastructural development since he's come. We've had so many states being sent equipment to work. Even at the head office here, we've had strengthening industrial harmony between the union and the management staff. And of course, the staff of the commission. We've had an elevated media and public relations service. I remember that quarterly he invited the news team from Arise, from NTA, from so many media houses were here, just to hear what the PCC is doing under the current administration of Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR. We've also, of course, had interagency collaborations. So many collaborations have taken place under his watch. So many things. And of course, we've had a situation where he has begun to pay salaries that were owed for many years. He's been able to, yes, not finished paying, but of course, as money is being released, he's dedicated his time, and his passion is seeing that the average personnel of Public Complaints Commission is well taken care of. He has that passion. He wants to do it. He will do it.
All right. So remarkably, we could say that the Honourable Chief Commissioner is doing a remarkable job in just 1 year of service, and we're still expecting more. There are more to be achieved.
That's not all.
Yeah, we still have more to be achieved. So we look up for the best in the Honourable Chief Commissioner. And in just a word, what would you say to the Honourable Chief Commissioner with this achievement? What would you say? A word of appreciation to the Honourable Chief Commissioner?
Sir, I just want to, on behalf of the Ombudsman's Radio, wish you many more successes as you journey across life. You're already doing a great job. We at the Ombudsman's Radio, that's the team, and I appreciate the fact that you have a listening ear. You are able to direct us when you see that we need some form of counseling, and so on and so forth. And of course, I must appreciate also the Public Complaints Commission. That's, of course, the other commissioners who have also stood by us in this time to make sure that the commission is as relevant as possible. To all of them, I want to say a happy 1 year in office. To the Honourable Chief Commissioner, Honourable Bashir Abubakar, and all the 36 state commissioners, including the FCD, Honourable Musa Diko. To all of you, happy 1 year in office. We appreciate you all, and we wish you many more successes.
That's remarkable. From discipline to modernization, from welfare to global recognition, the Public Complaints Commission under Honourable Bashir Abubakar, MFR, really seems to be redefining service delivery in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Madam Lola, for being part of the program. And to the Honourable Chief Commissioner, thank you so much for your leadership. We could say that it is remarkable. And to everyone watching us, keep on watching the Ombudsman Radio.
Follow us on our social media handles too.
We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ombudsman Radio Nigeria, and on X account at Public Complaints Commission, Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. Don't forget the Public Complaints Commission is here to serve you at no cost. So lodge your complaints, and a team of investigative officers will be right here to ensure that your voice is heard and justice is served. My name is Joseph Thomas, and this is Breakfast Show on Ombudsman Radio. Keep watching the Ombudsman Radio. Bye for now.